Storm of Suspicion. All new episodes Sunday nights at 8.
Currently in our area, 81 degrees with thunderstorms in the area. This afternoon, scattered showers or thunderstorms. High 92, chance of rain 50%. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms. Low 75, chance of rain 40%. Friday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 86, chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Eastern side of town is what everybody would, it's described as a war zone. There's houses totally demolished down to foundations, boats flipped over, cars flipped over, buses flipped over. I mean, it's devastating. There are still people trapped in homes on the east side, Callaway side, going towards Tyndall Bridge. They're still over there. There's a lot of people that need help around here. Coming out here and working out here and seeing this is you're still in awe at what's going on. You're driving down and seeing businesses. Hey, I used to, get coffee from over here. Right. I used to, this used to be my favorite sandwich spot. It's nothing but a rubble.
Unbelievable, very, very apt description of what we've been seeing around Panama City through a good part of the day. I gotta say, whenever you have one of these landfalling tropical systems, there are a lot of things that are affected. One of the first things that's affected is communication, or rather the lack thereof. Well, earlier today, Jim Cantori lent a helping hand to helping loved ones connect on the phone.
I don't have any cell phone. I don't have any power.
I know. I've only tried to call you every 20 minutes.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, did Caleb stay with you, or did he stay on the beach?
His house at the beach is fine, believe it or not. My house got a lot worse than his, and he evacuated and came to my house.
Okay, so he stayed with you?
Yes, yeah, he and Barry's little brother came, and they stayed at my house, and we sat in my closet.
Okay.
And we sat out the storm in the closet, so... If you can come, we just need help getting stuff cleaned up.
All right, I'm on the way.
All right, baby.
I'll can't talk to you from here until then, so it's...
Yeah, Travis, when are you anticipating getting here? Just so she'll have an idea.
Travis, hold on a second.
10 before I get there.
All right, so Travis, just so she has an idea when you're going to be here, what time do you think?
All right, I'm in Orlando right now. It's 12, which is 11 o'clock their time. I've got to, logistically get my stuff together. It'll probably be 2 before I get on the road, and then it's a normal 6-hour drive, which I'm probably looking at least 8 with the storm.
Okay.
All right. So it's going to be 11 o'clock midnight, perhaps. Tonight.
That's fine. We'll be there.
As long as I can get through, I'm on the way.
Good luck before you get here.
Okay, yeah.
Make sure you fuel up, Trav, at the last possible stop, because you're going to run out.
I know what I'm doing.
You know the drill, brother.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm on the way. I love you.
I love you too. Give the kids and everybody a hug.
I'll do it.
All right. Love you.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, of course, sweetie. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Always nice to help out.
What a story, and it resonates with all of us, right? Well, when Travis finally does get here to Panama City, you may see scenes like this. This is what we just came upon a short while ago. This is part of the Palm Bay Prep Academy, one of the buildings, one of several here on campus that has just been not leveled, but certainly felt the mark from from Michael as it came on through. Now, as we move the camera over a bit, you'll see quite a bit more. There's some damage to these trees, debris that may have been from a block away or maybe even houses several blocks, maybe even a mile away as far as we know. We continue the journey on over, and you'll notice that we see over on this side, this other large building. We actually are going to take a peek in there next time you see us when we come up. That is actually this meeting area cathedral, and it is looks like it was at one point quite beautiful. And then off on the distance, on the other side of that road, you'll see even more. A lot of the scrub, a lot of the trees snapped in half. I mean, just a huge mess. Let's make our way back over to Apalachicola, and that is where we're going to find Chris Warren. Chris, I'm sure you're seeing sights very similar to what we have on this day.
Yeah, a lot of trees down, Reynolds, and we were able to head out on Highway 98 east of Apalachicola in East Point. We're about 6 or 7 miles to the east, and this is part of Highway 98, one of the main roads in and out of Apalachicola through East Point. And let's just take a look at just how high up the water must have come. There's one big step. Here's another one. And then another one, and we're seeing more and more first responders going by. It's a paramedic, Weems Memorial, it says. And then when this storm washed out, this is the double yellow line right here. And the water was going right over this. We see debris going into the branches. I can't see a high water mark. I can't tell, the debris does go into the bushes, but it's hard to say just how high it got. But it did get high enough to do all of this. And going down, this is several feet, going down all the way down to the water. So you can imagine, if I go down here and get an idea, I'm going to look back at the road, down to the water line right here, the shore, the Apalachicola Bay. The street is now over my head. So at least 7 or 8 feet of storm surge coming through here and washing out this part of Highway 98. And I spoke with Franklin County Sheriff A.J. Smith earlier, and he told me this is a representation of the way a lot of the road looks along Highway 98. And it shows you just one section of so many counties here, including Franklin County, including Gulf County, including Bay County, who, according to the sheriff, had it hit even harder than Franklin County, where Apalachicola is. So this is going to be an ongoing effort, and at the Weather Channel we have you covered for the recovery efforts. We're doing our best to try to get a view of exactly what's going on, plus the current threats with Michael.
People would ask me in different countries that we traveled, what is your nationality? And I would always answer Hispanic. So when I got my Ancestry DNA results, it was a shocker. I'm everything. I'm from all nations. I would look at forms now and wonder, what do I mark? Because I'm everything, and I marked other.
Discover the story only your DNA can tell. Order your kit now at AncestryDNA.com.
Do you use catheters? Are you using the catheter that's really best for you?
Oh, yeah. For years, I'd been using one kind of catheter, and I never knew that there were other really great catheters available until Liberator sent me samples to try. If I had not tried the samples from Liberator, I might never have found the perfect catheter for me. Liberator Medical sent me a catheter that was easier for me to use right out of the package. Now that I've found the best catheter for me, it's made my life much easier. My catheters were completely paid for, not a dime out of my pocket.
There are so many innovative catheters. Get the best catheter for you. Call Liberator Medical. Get your free catheter sample pack.
Call 1-800-780-1977. That's 1-800-780-1977.
We were in the emergency room. We had taken her in for headaches. The nurse came in and asked if her mother and I could come to a separate room. Hearing those words, they hit like a punch to the gut each time. And life changed.
Hearing the devastating words, "Your child has cancer," changes everything.
My daughter started to tear up. She said, am I going to be okay? And I didn't know how to answer.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital won't stop until no child dies from cancer. But we need your help. Please call the number on your screen or visit GiveSt.Jude.org with your gift of $19 a month to help St. Jude save a sick child like Lily. Your monthly gift provides life-saving treatment and research. Discoveries made at St. Jude are shared freely so that more children can be saved around the world. Join with your credit or debit card right now and receive this St. Jude t-shirt you can wear to show your support. No family ever receives a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food because all a family should worry about is helping their child live. Your $19 monthly gift can make all the difference to children who are fighting for their lives.
There was many nights that I was wondering if I'd ever hear her say my name again. My hope for Lily is that she will live a full life.
Please go online or call to help St. Jude save a child like Lily today.
And we have the remnants of Michael. The Michael's continuing to push through the area. We're going to watch as it continues to dump more rain across the Carolinas. We do have several flash flood warnings that are outlined in green. In particular, Raleigh, you're under one. This one is for parts of Cumberland, Harnett, and Johnston counties. It's in effect until 7:30 p.m. Eastern time for the cities of Clayton, Fayetteville, and Hope Mills. You can see a lot of rain pushing in across the area. Parts of I-95 completely seeing lots of heavy rain. We have another flash flood warning just to the north. Chatham, Durham, and Orange counties are impacted in this one. It's in effect until 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, impacting the cities of Cary, Durham, and Raleigh itself. So again, we have a period of heavy rain. You can still expect some flash flooding to happen even once the rain pushes over the area and heads out. But still, look at that radar estimated 6-hour rainfall. All right, well, right now we want to go back out in the fields at the moment into Panama City.
Okay. Gotcha. We'll do it. Okay, guys. All right, folks, welcome back. I'm meteorologist Reynolds Wolf, coming to you from, again, inside an auditorium here at Palm Bay Academy. You see just the inside of what happened. You see the window to heaven over there in one direction. But my gosh, how beautiful this must have been at one point. But this is, again, compliments of the system that came on through. I mean, wreckage everywhere. Again, you just had water that came through. We were warned by one of the gentlemen who actually worked here who said that be ready. There are those panels over there, kind of light, but they are wet and they could fall, and they certainly have fallen all over the stage. Just a huge mess. My goodness gracious. Not much of a builder. I don't even know how you'd start putting things back together in this place. You can tell that it once is a shadow of the beauty it once held. Unbelievable. What a place. Well, if you want to see another sign of just how strong, how powerful this system happened to be, look no farther than what Stephanie's about to show us. Stephanie Abrams was out earlier. Part of a train actually pushed by the powerful winds. Let's listen to Steph.
Hurricane Michael came in with 155-mile-an-hour winds. You've seen damage before from hurricanes, winds that have ripped off roofs, piles of debris, but have you ever seen anything like this? Have you ever seen a train knocked over off the tracks? This is from what I'm calling Hurricane Michael's more like a tornado cane. The damage is so devastating here in Panama City. The carriage, some of these tipped over completely off the carriage. Remember that these freight cars, they weigh 60,000 pounds, around 30 tons. They're empty from what we can tell. And it goes down as far as the eye can see. You can see some of them did not get dislodged from, the wheels, that carriage, that underneath part, but many, many did. And it goes on as far as the eye can see in that direction, and also as we look west. And we make the point here that we're going west because these train tracks are primarily set up in an east-west direction. And yesterday, when this hurricane was coming in, since we were in that western eye wall, we were getting a northerly component to our wind. So, was this just hammered by those winds and the whole thing knocked over? Was there How strong was the gust? Did a tornado blow through this area within that hurricane? I can't say for sure, but all I know is that it is remarkable that this entire train, with the amount that it weighs, was knocked over by this hurricane. In Panama City, I'm meteorologist Stephanie Abrams, the Weather Channel.
Staggering, no doubt about it. And from where we happen to be at our present location, really any place you look, you're going to see some damage. In fact, we kind of look a little bit farther down to our south. You'll notice we've got, wow, I mean, all the trees, so many of them toppled over. Some of them actually withstood fairly well, but all affected, no doubt about that. Even down here close to the road, you'll see quite a bit of debris that's been kicked up by quite a bit of those winds. We're going to, again, make our way over in the opposite direction. Let's kind of push the camera to the north. And as we look to the north, you'll see kind of what we were showing you a bit earlier, underneath this crosswalk and then beyond. Hard to find something untouched by Michael as it came on through. Some buildings, I assume they can be fixed. Others, total loss, no doubt about it. But it's something that, again, we're going to have to, again, watch here and join hands and help best that we possibly can. What's amazing is that we already have assistance that is flowing into the region from all over, all corners of America. We've had crews from Canada, so it's truly more of an international kind of event. People from states, some people that have never even been to Florida before, but they're coming here with one purpose, and that's to help. So it's an amazing prospect knowing that when you have something this destructive, it is a unifying thing, certainly, no doubt about it. I believe it now. Are we going down to Mike Seidel, guys? Okay. Okay. I think I'm tossing to Mike Seidel. Mike? Okay, I guess we're going to keep talking. All right, let's show you what we have. Let's move on over here for a little bit. We're going to go out of here. Mike, sorry, got to get Mike, Bo, get out of the way for a second. You'll see a lot of folks over here, like the ones here to my right, just over here. Watch your step. I know it's hard not to find so many obstacles over here, all brought by Michael. See a lot of this today, a lot of pedestrians that have been walking around and about, and again, just the wide stairs, kind of a bewildered look, and understandable too, because everything's been changing. Quite a bit of traffic on the roadways too, and getting from one part of town to the other, I can tell you from personal experience, it's been very difficult for us because the roadways are choked with trees. We have been hearing off in the distance quite a few Chazales chainsaws and what, doing what they can to clean things up. All right, folks, more coverage on this.
911 emergency. My husband, he's having trouble breathing.
First responders hear it a lot. And everyone age 65 and older needs to hear it too. The flu and its complications can be deadly, especially for those with a chronic medical condition. That's why there are higher strength flu vaccines for seniors. Ask your doctor or pharmacist for a senior flu shot. Do it today before the flu becomes an emergency. See your healthcare provider or visit these pharmacies.
My longtime client Mark asked me to help his daughter. Abby took a job in Chicago and wanted financial advice. We talked about her goals and set up a savings strategy so she can enjoy life now and start planning for tomorrow. I'm looking forward to working with Abby and helping her reach her goals, like I've been doing with her dad for years. With the right financial advisor, life can be brilliant.
Introducing Flawless Brows from Finishing Touch, the new gold standard and first precision hair remover that instantly and painlessly sweeps away unwanted hair.
I see a hair that I don't want and I'm able to erase it.
And with an 18-karat gold-plated head, Flawless Brows is hypoallergenic and erases unwanted hair below, above, and between the brows. It's gentle and safe to the touch. Get yours at getflawlessbrows.com.
With worsening weather patterns, an aging vulnerable power grid, and the growing risk of cyber terrorism, power outages are a part of life now. That can be stressful because we depend on power more than ever. When the power goes out, we lose everything. We can't even charge our smartphones. Now more than ever, you need a Generac automatic home standby generator. With prices starting at just $19.99, you can afford to always have the power you need. With Generac, power stays on in your house, even if you're not at home.
I know that when the power goes out, that Generac is going to kick on and I'm going to have power powering my whole house.
If it's out for 15 minutes or 4 days, we're going to be okay.
We have control over what happens in our lives now.
Generac gives us that peace of mind because it is our power grid.
Call or go online to schedule your free in-home assessment. Generac has more than 5,000 dealers nationwide. that will help you select a home standby generator that will meet your needs and fit within your budget. They'll discuss installation and provide you with a comprehensive estimate. It's a totally free assessment with no obligation to buy. Generac's automatic home standby generators start at just $19.99. Special financing is available with affordable monthly payments. Plus, with the Generac mobile link, you can check on your generator anytime from anywhere in the world. With the highest quality construction, exceptional dependability, and state-of-the-art technology, it's easy to see why Generac is the #1 brand of automatic home standby generators in the world. Call or go online to schedule your free in-home assessment. And if you act right now, you'll receive our 7-year extended limited warranty, a $695 value, absolutely free. Control your power and control your life with a Generac automatic home standby generator.
The reach of Hurricane Michael far and wide from the Gulf Coast into the mountains of North Carolina. This is Boone, North Carolina, where you may be skiing in just a matter of weeks, but heavy rains over the past couple of days. Rain from Michael last night and this morning, 4 to 7 inches plus. Flash flood warnings, flash flooding. The Middle Fork River, a real concern up there in the high country of North Carolina as the rain continues to push northeastward. Also that tornado threat, too, across parts of eastern and central North Carolina and the Tidewater of Virginia. Back live here in Aiken. We're just outside of Augusta, Georgia. The sun is out. It is hot. It is steamy. But we've got a cold front coming through tonight. Temperatures tomorrow morning in this area, the coolest they've seen in 5 months. Likewise on the Gulf Coast, some perfect fall weather for the cleanup, especially down here. The cleanup here continues. We're looking down some of these power crews, getting this pole out and then putting another one back up. You can see the auger, the precision that these guys and gals work. It's just amazing. You can see the transformer, the replacement transformer with the numbers on the ground. These power lines are down along with cable and broadband, and the lines stretch across the street over to another pole they put up about an hour or so ago. Now, they're still over there, 2 gentlemen in bucket trucks trying to get what's left of that pole untangled and get those wires back up on that pole. Want to take you back to this morning. This is why down power lines are so dangerous, because you have to assume they are energized and juiced. Look at this one. This was over on Pinewood Drive in Augusta, Georgia, across the Savannah River. And look at it. It was like fireworks going off. The crackling, the sparkling, the buzzing. I mean, it was just going on and on. They finally got the power off to that line and got the fire out. But that's a lot of volts going through that line. They got that out. And then you can see the time lapse here of a cleanup that took place in Clearwater, South Carolina. That, again, is just across the river from Augusta. This is a great time lapse. Matt Safer shot this. Gives you an idea of how the crews rapidly get in there. They subcontract or contract out the tree cleanup crews. They come in, get the trees off the road, get them out of the way so traffic can get through. Then the power crews come in here, and what they like to do, if the lines aren't cut, they like to use the same lines and get them back up in the air, because it costs a lot more. It takes a lot more time if the lines have been cut. That's what I think they're trying to do here. They've got some of the lines down, and they're trying to get them back up. At first, they've got to get this pole back up. So a whole litany of work going on here in Aiken, South Carolina. Basically, this is about the only game in town as far as reconstruction. Just about all the power is on here in Aiken County. Now only 6% of customers without power. Earlier, it was nearly 40%, almost half the county this morning. And statewide, a big improvement. This morning, about 145,000 customers without power in South Carolina. Liana and Erica, that number's dropped from 140 down to 60,000. So folks are getting their juice back on, and no complaints about this weather coming in, the cooler, drier weather, especially down on the Gulf Coast with that disaster.
Yeah, thanks so much, Mike Seidel, live in Aiken, South Carolina. Again, I mean, it's good news there, how quickly they can work so fast, especially after seeing so much devastation.
Yeah, that's the best part, that recovery. But the devastation is extensive and catastrophic, in particular across Mexico Beach. We want to take a look at some before and after pictures to give you an idea of what things looked like when the sun came out this morning. And, you know, the look before this is 98 and South 39th Street. If we go to the after.
In Mexico Beach. And Mexico Beach was hit extraordinarily hard from Michael. And, I mean, look at this view, Dr. Navarro. I mean, it is just so devastating to see. I mean, You wouldn't even guess that this was the same street just moments ago.
It looks like a completely, I mean, just utter devastation. Look at the power poles here that are slanted. You can see likely from the force of both wind and water. So they took on the surge as well as the sustained winds of the eye wall. Of course, the large and destructive waves. So they had all of it. And no surprise. You look here.
This
is
view.
Miramar Drive and Saltwater Creek.
Oh my gosh.
I just complete.
I mean, it's devastation. The homes are literally gone.
Yeah,
right
if you
here,
look,
right
like look right here. That is the
slab.
cement is a concrete slab where a house once stood. The actual whole houses being pushed off the foundations. It's just complete devastation.
And then this is at Circle Beach. This is the before shot. I mean, this is going to be just devastating. Look at that. I mean, no home in sight. And I mean, we've seen the images of all the debris scattered around. So obviously it was spread further inland and further away from the beach. But what was once so picturesque, you know, now it's just going to take so much more time to get back to what it was before.
Yeah, it's truly sobering. These images are truly sobering to see what the impact of one storm can do across one area. And this is just Mexico Beach. There are many areas impacted, but look here. You can see off of US 98 into Saltwater Creek. Just look at the amount of debris. The boats here that are being pushed up. This looks like a lagoon here off of 98. It's just extensive. The amount of cleanup, just picking up the wood and all of the pieces that have been lofted out. It's going to take quite some time to restore things back to the way they were, but maybe not even that. Maybe just moving forward from here will be the goal. But I mean, above, wow.
What's really remarkable is the fact that there are still structures standing, still there, but damaged as well. But look at how many homes. This whole area did have homes. This is above Circle Drive in Mexico Beach. That whole area had homes there. And now they're just the slabs that are left behind.
It looks like we want to get you the latest here. We have a flash flood emergency going on in Roanoke, Virginia. This is for Martinsville and Roanoke. We will have much more coming up on this developing situation. Stay with us.
Stay tuned to get a free pan from Granite Rock. Stuck on eggs? Burnt on batter? You can scrub and scrape, but you can't escape the nightmare of your sticky pans. Introducing the Granite Rock Pan, the world's most durable non-stick pan known to man. No butter or oil needed. Watch, we melted down these sticky candies in Granite Rock and it just doesn't stick. We cooked a half dozen eggs, bacon, cheese, and tomato breakfast with no butter or oil and it just doesn't stick. Look, caramels, chocolate, and cheese. Unreal for any other pan, but not for Granite Rock. It just doesn't stick. Granite Rock will be the last pan you'll ever own because it's pressed from a solid aluminum disc for even heat conduction, then coated 3 times with our durable Granite Rock finish.